Hello and welcome to my channel. Well, this is not all of my canteen with cups type of systems, but this is most of them. I have some duplicates that I haven't gone up here, and then I have other canteens that don't have a cup or didn't come with a cup that I haven't included in this. But it's not an extensive one on that. I just want to show you I've got a lot of those. But what I did was I ordered this. And what it is a military canteen kit 1.2 liter. Now I'll put up pictures from Amazon, but it comes in this box. And this is the bag it comes in. Let's talk about the bag first, because it's out here. I just have it in a different container right now. But it's a nylon bag. Let me show you what it looks like when it comes in a kit. It's got all these extra canteen cups out here. I got this on the tripod, so it might be a little bit more stable. This is how I'm gonna carry it. This is the way I've got it set up right here. But it didn't come with this Pathfinder thing. What you get, it's a 3-piece kit, basically. You get the canteen, the cup, the canteen, and the pouch. Now the pouch has these Alice type of gear connections, which are different from this. This is the one that kind of like predated that, I think. And then you have these LC ones, or I don't know what they call them, LC something. But that's the way you do that. Now, there's several disadvantages to this, but let me get back to well, let me start with the canteen. We'll get organized here. Eventually, the canteen pouch. All right, when all of this is sitting in here, it kind of looks like an Arctic canteen cover. You know, like they copied an Arctic canteen cover. But you got plenty of room. You snap this down, and then this comes over and snaps on that. And yeah, that's what you get. There's room down there and everything. The thing is, when you fill this thing up with 1.2 liters, and it's stainless steel, and the cup is stainless steel and everything, you wind up with over 3 pounds of weight. These type of connections right here are best on a web belt. Now I've got one hiding here somewhere, a tan one, but I can't find the thing. I don't know where it's lurking. I looked in the closet and everything else. Let me go. I have one other. An idea just popped up in my head where it might be hiding. I'm not going to play that. I know it's around here somewhere. I'm going to find it when I'm looking for something else. But anyway, this is a basic cardboard box that you get it in. Here's all it says on it. Here's a UK representative, European representative, customer service, and made in Canton, East Asian continent. It's China. It's China. Rehabilitate Yangtze River. But yeah, if you look up here, it tells you made in China. And here's your UPC code and all that. All right. Now, my thought is, you can get by with this cover. I knew it was going to be kind of like junk and everything when I got it. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. I mean, it's got a snap and everything. This is kind of funky. You know, the ears don't come all the way down. It seems like it's protecting it, I guess, enough. This is kind of flimsy. I'm never big a fan of Velcro. I like snaps and stuff like this. But, and then this is what it says on the inside. Filling and thawing of the canteen. See, this sounds like it's written in English. It seems like it might be. I don't see any national stock number on it, but it tells you, you know, naturally, you know, if you're going to go out in a cold environment, because this is metal, you don't want to fill it all the way to the top because it's going to freeze. And if it freezes and you've got it filled all the way to the top, ice can expand and it'll bust the seams, or it'll bust the cap, or both, or all of the above. So, because I've got other carriers, I knew this one was going to be junk. I didn't expect much out of it. All right, boom. It doesn't disappoint me for not expecting much out of it. All right. What I would have liked to have seen was almost anything better. Now, this is a French paratrooper canteen cover. It's made out of canvas. It's got the little felt type of stuff in there. Doesn't have a drain hole in the bottom. Neither did that other one. It has this, you can use it as a belt loop if you want, or you can rig up something to make, you know, a sling carry system if you want, which is what I was going to do. And I've added something to this. This is the French, basically a copy of the French paratrooper stove. It's not much of a stove, but it will work for this. For like an Esbit tab or something like that, or a little your own alcohol. It won't take a Trangia. Well, it won't take a Trangia sitting underneath it, and you're gonna need that if you're gonna use that as a stove. But I just put that in there because it fits, and it's something. All right, but that doesn't come with it. And this is, what is this called? GAC, stainless steel. You can't find them too much. You hear that? That's not Buddy. You don't sound like that. Alright, I'll give you all the measurements and everything, but my first impressions are it came very shiny, very well polished, not dirty at all, no weird smell or anything. I put 1 canteen full of water in there to measure it, you know, to measure the capacities and everything. And when I first opened this up, the cap was real tightly tightened down. And, of course, it didn't have any water in it. But I took a whiff in here, and it smelled like China. It smelled like a city in China. Just a little whiff, you know. Faint, kind of like, you don't know what it is, chemical smell. The cap right here looked like it had been stored in cardboard or something, because it had like some dust in it. It didn't look like there was any water in it at all. You know, on it. It had never been, like, tested. But I went ahead and I put it on. I didn't tighten it down as tight as they had it. And I turned it upside down. And it doesn't leak. It doesn't leak. You got a little flimsy chain here. But it has this little eye thing that you can undo. If you're gonna cook, basically you don't do it from this side. If you're gonna put this in the fire and boil water with it or whatever, then you don't want this, because this is like Bakelite or plastic or whatever. But this, set up like this, and then a little fish spreader, you know, would fit in here if you want to just dangle this over there. It's not a bad setup. Now, what else had I considered? I considered this kind of like the poor man's version, because if you look at the Pathfinder kit on Amazon, they're $45, and that comes with a little stove that you know, the kind of stove that fits around the canteen. It's not exactly like this one, but it fits like that. Now this Pathfinder lid fits that cup perfectly. I mean, it fits on it just like, even better than this one. See, that one doesn't quite fit. Let me pull it out and show it to you. I'll pause so you won't take forever. You see, even though this is a bigger cup, you know, like taller and everything, see that? I mean, it fits like it was made for it. So that's good, because I thought, you know, when it got taller, they might continue to widen it out. But what doesn't fit so well are these type of things, if you're going to try to do that. I got the other one somewhere, but it doesn't work as well. But like I said, this one is designed for that French canteen, which is a little bit bigger, and it fits there perfectly. So it's better than nothing. I've got Esbit tabs and hexamine trioxine type of tabs and stuff like that lying around, so that'll be good. Now, why did I get it if I got like a French canteen and stuff? You might wonder. One might wonder. You know, I've got not only a reproduction one, but I've got the actual one. Well, the actual one is all corroded. It's all corroded and stuff, you know, and yeah, I could clean it and everything, but I got the I had purchased the reproduction one first, and it's okay. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. You know, it's a brand new reproduction aluminum one with a real, you know, like Paris, a real French cover to it. And that's just lime. See, that's the thing too. Aluminum, I guess anything will, but aluminum will corrode and pick up lime and stuff like that. But I've had water stored in here. What's good about these is they're adjustable. And this is cotton. This is not nylon. This is cotton canvas. So, especially if you've got a metal canteen, you can soak this in the water and then get evaporative cooling going on. And if you've got the stove and all that other stuff, you can use the other snaps. And yeah, they're handy kits, like I said. But I wanted something like the Pathfinder, but I didn't want to pay $45. The little Pathfinder kit with their web gear and their everything else is $45. This one was like $25 after shipping and all that. So it's about half the price. Both of them are made in China. The Pathfinder one is made in China. It has a different lid on it and everything else. You know, if you've got the Pathfinder stainless steel kit and you like it, you know, good. You know, I had really seriously considered it. This is the budget way. You know, this gives me, yeah, it weighs more. I mean, well, it's not titanium. I even considered like the titanium stuff, but whew, you talk about. It might be worth it, you know, for the weight saving and everything, because the main weight is coming from the water. You know, steel adds to it too, though. Aluminum is lighter. Titanium is lighter than aluminum, and a little bit stronger. But there's nothing wrong with stainless steel. It's like tried and true. You don't have to worry about anything about like it transferring any bad stuff to you, like potentially aluminum would. Titanium actually has antimicrobial properties, but I don't think it's good to ingest a whole lot of it. Nothing was probably good to ingest a whole lot of. But anyway, my thoughts on the cooker is they made one, it was like $65 for the kit that had the little fish spreader, and it had the stove that fit it and everything. That just would have added more weight to it, and it probably wouldn't have fit in this kit. And I have a Molly brand new Molly kit coming in that cost me like $18 on eBay that the USMC uses. And this one's just got a 1-quart stainless steel canteen in it. And I added these loops to it, but it's got that titanium Boundless Voyage in there. But it has a nice 2-inch straps on it. The thing is, the more stuff you start adding to your canteen thing, the more it weighs, and the more it starts becoming heavy and all this other stuff. But here's how much everything is.
It cost me like $26 delivered. But the pouch weight is 97 grams of 3.4 ounces. So I eliminated that. What it's replacing is probably going to weigh more than that, but I'd rather have something that works. The whole kit empty weight is 1.38 pounds or 0.626 kilograms. A full canteen of water weighs 3.37 pounds in that thing, or 1.5 kilograms.
The canteen empty is 10.95 ounces or 310 grams. The cup is 7.8 ounces or 221 grams. This is the weight. The height is... No, that's the capacity. That's the capacity and that's the weight. No, is it? You're crazy. No, over here's the capacity. 5 cups, or 1.2 liters. 3.25 cups. See why I wrote this down? Because I'm going to get confused. The cup weighs 7.8 ounces empty, or 221 grams. The canteen height is 8 inches, or 20.83 centimeters. The width is about 3.5. I did
that kidney thing, and I just moved a ruler around. It looked like 3.5 inches or 9 centimeters. And the length is about 4.5 inches or 11.25 centimeters. These are not super accurate. I didn't use calipers, I used a ruler. And I'm old and I can't see. Crap! But there you go. I hope you find that interesting. This
is an alternative to the Pathfinder kit. Did I say it was a perfect alternative or a better alternative? No, I just said it was a budget alternative. And so far, I'm happy with it. It meets everything I expected it to do. It actually exceeded it. Now, some people might say, oh, this is too shiny. Well, it's steel. You can unshine it. If you don't like shiny, you can get aluminum. If you're afraid of aluminum, because this is what I think about aluminum, all right? I'm in my late 60s. I've eaten and cooked out of aluminum stuff all my life. It's a little bit late in life to start worrying about aluminum, but with stainless steel right here, you don't have to worry about it, right? You don't have that doesn't even enter into the consideration. So you've got that. The disadvantage is the weight. Now, another setup that you can use if you're not worried about weight and everything is the plastic route, like a Nalgene bottle, right? Nalgene Oasis, or the old GI type plastic. The thing about these, there's a couple of disadvantages. I've drank out of these before. It always has this plastic taste to it. And with these, you can't really put boiling water in them, whereas this one you can. This you can't really see what's going on. This one you can see if you got funky stuff growing in there, or, part of your MRE is still floating in the bottom. So it's good that you can see. You can't see with these, so that's a disadvantage. Like I said, everything's got its advantage, disadvantage. This weighs less. It fits in a, you know, an old GI canteen type of thing. Anything that'll fit that canteen pretty much will fit. It'll even fit. I got some of these weird ones. This is like a Dutch canteen or something like this, but it'll fit this one real well. But because of the thickness, the wall thickness and everything of a regular GI canteen, it won't fit this. But I think this is like a Dutch canteen from 1980. But anyway, yeah, just want to get that one out there and show you that's an option for those of you that want. You invest a little bit more for a different carrier or a better carrier, and you've got a pretty good budget kit that will do pretty much, you know, anything you want it to do. And you've got the bigger cup. It still works like a stainless steel cup. You know, it's not the L-shaped handle ones, it's the butterfly. But, you know, you add a Trangia stove or a little, one of those Lixada stoves in there, and you can burn twigs and, you know, stuff like that. And the handles fold together just like the regular ones that lock them in. And they're big enough that they, you know, it's stable. No rattly noise. You got spot welds on here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I see 6 spot welds. You can kind of see them in there. But yeah, but everything's nice and smooth. There's no sharp edges. There was no oily film or anything like that on it. Kind of smells like downtown Ganjing. I gotta get this right here. Canton. Shanghai. Not Bashuran, Shanghai. Smells like Shanghai, East Asian continent. East Asian continent. Smells like Shanghai. But yeah, I think it's a good value so far. I only got it yesterday. So, in my test so far, which have been adding water to it, I haven't boiled anything. I would say it held water sufficiently, and it did a pretty good job of it. So there you go. That's my little probably too long review of that. But yeah, anybody considering one of these, again, I paid for this with my own money. I'm not affiliated with them in any way, shape, manner, or form. They don't know me from Adam or Mr. Chin. They don't know me from Mr. Chin, I'm telling you. So, there you go. Let me put this back together before I lose everything. I already lost the lid. Pick that up. Get up here, lid. We will need you later for me to put this back together. I gotta sit down. I've been looking for my body. Now, see, you can always add a canteen cup to something that didn't already have a canteen to it. But I was just trying to throw the ones that I had in here. You know, there's the Arctic canteen with a cup. There's the French, which we just talked about. These are East German raindrop pattern and insulated. This is the Soviet VDV. This is the Czechoslovakian or Serbian one, you know, that has a little canteen in it also. Has a whole cook kit, you know, besides just a cup. The Chinese, of course. And then the West German. Jawohl, mein Kommandant. you lift up this lid here. I think this is when it was from 1960 or something. It's stamped on the handle. I don't want to tear it apart. All right, we'll take it apart. Just because you insisted. 1990. This is the newer one. I've got another one that's 1960. Over there, I didn't bring it over there because this one looks better and easier to get apart. But yeah, they made these up into the 90s. Up until the early 90s. This may be the last, one of the last ones they made. But it has a canteen in there. And a cup. This one right here, sometimes people eat out of that, but that's not really what it was made for. It was really just made to transport the canteen. So there you go. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. If you didn't, sorry. You know, you could have clicked off a while back. A canteen a day keeps the boredom away. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.